to the Man Cave. I'm the UP Gamer, and today we're going to play some more Kingdom of Heroes War Tactics. And today we're going to be going over some 3 stars that you're going to want to build. So this is basically free to play available units that are really going to help you out. They're either going to help you out in TOA, or they're going to help you out in possibly building a speed team, that sort of thing. So these are going to be very helpful. We'll get to that in a minute. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that keeps coming by the channel and subbing and liking. We're almost to 300 subs. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm so proud of the community. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Keep subbing. I'm going to keep putting out content. I'm going to keep putting out comments. I'm going to keep putting out content for you guys to watch, give you ideas of who you can build and how they're going to help you out, that sort of thing. I'm going to be doing a ton of these videos. So keep coming by and be sure to smash the like button, please. I really appreciate it. If you would do that, that really helps out the channel. Lets more people see them and increases the awareness of who you should be building in the game, what you can be or what they can help you with, that sort of thing. So what we're going to look at today is we're going to look at 3 different units that are all 3 stars. I think she's a 3-star. Let me check. I want water. 3 stars. That's what I have. That's not in the codex. Yes, she is. Okay, so the first unit we're going to go over is Ekaterina. Okay, now Ekaterina is really useful for you, and she is going to be very helpful for you in TOA. There are certain bosses in TOA that hit extremely hard and will basically, even if you have 7,000-8,000 hit points on your Ingwe, they can still one-shot them because you can see she has 200 attack, while these bosses have upwards of 5,000-6,000 attacks. So one-shotting everybody on your team for one hit, it makes it really hard to win. But Ekaterina can stop that because she has this ability. A direct attack on Ekaterina cannot exceed 45% of her maximum hit points. So even if the boss has 8,000 attack, he can hit her. It will take 45% of her hit points. But then what you can do is you can heal. And her heal, when it goes up to goes up to 55%. So that means the first time she gets hit, she'll take 45% of her hit points off. You heal with her, she's back up to 100%. Now, if you pair her with, say, Freya, then what you can do with Freya is right before Ekaterina gets hit, Freya can make her invincible. And then she'll take no damage. It'll take another turn. She'll get hit again, but it'll have been 3 turns since she's used this, so you can heal her again. And then the boss will attack her again, and then it's only 45%. So she is excellent for TOA, and it's not every floor. You're not going to want to use her everywhere, but she is very, very viable for that. Now, the heal is very good. What does skill 2 do? Tempt. Provokes an enemy for 1 turn, and it reduces their defense for 2 turns. Now, this is single target, but that's alright. If she's using it on a boss, the boss gets provoked, boss goes to attack her instead of somebody else on your team, hits her for 45%, and then, like I said, she can heal herself up. So she's great for TOA. She's basically just your tank. You can see mine. She's at level 30. And we're only looking at 3 stars. I want all. Not Freya. And my Ekaterina is right here. She's level 30. She's 5-star. I mean, it doesn't really matter what her hit points are, simply because the hit from the boss is only going to be 45%. The more hit points you have, when you're going to use her in other places is good. And I figured I'm going to build her up to level 5-star, and I'll get to max level, and eventually I will level her up again. But right now I'm not really worried about it. Now, you do have to awaken her to unlock this skill, but she is a 3-star, so it's not a huge deal. And if you skill her up, I wouldn't use skill cats. I would just wait, and every time you summon an extra Ekaterina, just feed them to her and upgrade that skill. Just so this heals for more than 45%. And yeah, you got just a massive tank, especially if you pair with Freya, who everybody gets. You can tank out the boss. All right, so that is Ekaterina. Next, we are going to go over this lovely lady. This is Cassiopeia, or Cassiopeia. I'm not sure how to say it. It's one way or the other. And why is she great? Well, we're going to go back into the codex. I don't have her skilled up yet anyway. So, attacks an enemy, target 50% chance to inflict continuous damage. So that's really good. That's going to be good for even Fafnir or also TOA. And then it increases damage, and the effect rate goes up to 60%. So 60% chance to inflict continuous damage, which helps out bringing down the boss faster or bringing down the certain floors of TOA faster. So, continuous damage on skill 1. Skill 2. This is an AoE within an area and recovers 40% of the damage inflicted as HP. So with this one, it's basically like your vampire runes, but it's just on her skill 2. And this skill's damage increases when enemies hit have more active debuffs. If the enemy hit isn't killed, their glancing rate is increased for 1 turn. So she hits with this in an AoE area. She gains back 40% of the damage she did to heal her. And then if she doesn't kill the enemy, she makes them do glancing, which means that when they hit her, they're not going to be able to crit rate her. So that's a very, very useful skill as well. Third, and this is the reason we really want her, attacks surrounding enemies, so that means in a circle around her, encircling them with waves of flame. Successful hits reduce the enemy defense of all enemies hit for 2 turns. So that means whoever she hits with this, they're going to get defense broke, which means anybody else that you're killing, or anybody else that you have in there, is going to be able to do more damage and get through it faster. She would be good for Fafnir. She's great for TOA. She's going to be pretty much good everywhere you go because defensive breaks, yeah, they're awesome. Also, a big one with this is this attack will always have advantage over the target's element. So that means she's going to crit more. She's not going to glance. It's going to do better damage. It's more likely to land. Great thing about this is the skill cooldown is only 2 turns. So she's going to be able to do this a lot. That means you're basically constantly going to be able to have defense breakup for everyone all the time. Well, as long as you can get situated where they're circling you. So, yep, she is a great unit. Build her, and you're going to want to put some accuracy on her, and then build her damage. And yeah, as far as runes go, on her, what I would be building. No, we want to go back to ours now. I don't think I have runes on mine yet. I'm still building her. But I would think slot 2, you're probably going to want to go attack. Slot 4, probably either attack or crit damage. And slot 6, you're going to want to go attack. Now, that's if you can get a bunch of substats that are accuracy, because you do want a good amount of accuracy on her. You are going to want some speed on her too. But basically, attack, crit damage, attack. If you can't get crit damage, I would go attack, attack, attack for 2, 4, and 6. So she's a great unit. She's going to defense break everything. She's got continuous damage for the buffs, and then she'll glancing, plus she heals herself. And as far as the runes, I would probably go Vampire Havoc, and she's going to be able to stay alive a long time and really help your team out with that continuous damage and defense breaks. All right, so Cassiopeia, and yeah, she's great too. All right, now last but not least is another 3-star that will really help you out in TOA, and it is going to be Elaine. Now, Elaine has a leader skill. She's going to increase allies' water attribute allies by 25%. So it's not a great leader skill, but it's okay. If you don't have anybody else and you're running a lot of water units, we want to make sure your debuffs land. You can throw her in and she will increase that. All right, what are her skills? Attacks an enemy target with engulfing wave to successful hits have a 40% chance to inflict continuous damage for 2 turns. And it goes up to 55, 60%, just like Cassiopeia. And yeah, that's really going to help you take down bosses. It'll help you take down Fafnir or SA, you know, if you need to do more damage quickly. So that's what she's going to be there for. It's great that it's her A1. That way she's doing it all the time, so you can really stack up that continuous damage, and it's multiple turns, so it'll last longer and do more damage over time. The A2 skill attacks enemy, so it's an AoE with a gigantic wave. This skill's damage increases when the enemy has more active debuffs, which is going to be good for Fafnir or any TOA bosses. If they have a bunch of continuous damage, she will do more damage to them. And it isn't AoE. You can see down here, it's the three slots in front of her. And floods an enemy with the lowest hit points at the start of the turn, reducing its speed. This is a great reason to use her. And basically what she does, it doesn't even have to be near her. It's just any enemy that has the lowest hit points, she's going to slow them down. What does that mean? Well, they're going to be slowed, which means you're going to get more turns to hit them, so they can't heal or move and use an own heal on themselves or do invincibility or something like that. So it's going to let you kill them faster and speed up your turns. So guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. I just wanted to throw 3 stars out there that you guys could build, and yeah, I wouldn't feed them until you have these 3 all leveled up and all skilled up. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video.